at first it was hard for me to change those habits because it was the sweets and the dairies, like the milkshakes, but I noticed if I had one of those, my body was just felt horrible, and so I just like, okay, I can't do this to myself. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And it was a horrible feeling, the bloating and the constipation, stuff like that. It just didn't feel good. And so I'm like, okay, do I want to keep doing this to myself? And run into the bathroom. But yeah, so, I kind of switched around eating more of the vegetables now. Instead of the fruit for me right now, just because I crave the sweet and the sugar a lot. And so I just, put the vegetables first in the morning and protein, and it seems to help me a lot as far as the energy, because I'm doing more of the walking, and so it's more protein, and it helps a lot. I haven't had a lot of breakouts on my face, because that was my issue. I'm like, okay, I'm 33 years old, I'm still having acne, and that does help. It does something to your confidence. It's like you don't want to go out and, because you have acne on your face, But since I've been starting that, my face has gotten a lot clearer. I've been drinking more water, of course, and I know that helps. And I never thought I'd be drinking so much water, because I wasn't much of a water drinker. But my skin's just really smooth. And my fiance, he's like, man, you haven't had any breakouts lately. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. My kids, they have been wanting to eat what I'm eating. Yeah. Especially my daughter, my 11-year-old. She's like always wanting sweets, But lately she's been eating more vegetables, which, she's been watching eat. She loves the Greek yogurt, the non-fat plain Greek yogurt. That's surprising because it's like, she uses it for, instead of sour cream, she's been using the non-fat Greek yogurt, and that was surprising. So I'm like, okay, she likes non-fat Greek yogurt as a kid, So that's exciting for me. My son, of course, he loves vegetables. He's a vegetable kid. I can't complain about that. But my daughter, she's the one that's wanting to always have the junk food and the sweets and stuff. And so now that there's more fruit also on the table, and I put it on the table just so she can see it and she'll grab it instead of, so it's more visual and just, oh, there's some apples here, grab an apple or grab an orange. So, my kids, they're really they're watching me. And so, and they know, like, well, Mom, are you supposed to be having this? They call me out. Yes, they do. I explained it to my son. He's like, well, Mom, are you on your diet? I'm like, well, it's not a diet. Because I told him, like, if you notice when Mommy was getting on diets, often on diets, I would stop. And I was going back to eating stuff that wasn't healthy. And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, this is not a diet. This is an off diet. Just trying to, live healthier and eat healthier. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you're doing a good job. So that was nice for me to notice that, he noticed that, So.